Hey y'all, welcome to a very special episode of
Oodles of Oodles.
It is that time of year, my friends. I am counting down my top 11 metal albums of 2022. We are cranking this one all the way up to 11 in true metal fashion. I just want to say that these are in no particular order. As a very wise man once said, this list is opinion, not fact, and it is my list, not yours. Certainly I'm not saying these are the best metal albums of 2022. I'm only saying that they are my favorite and most listened to metal albums of 2022. So, without further ado, my friends, let's get right to it. First up had to be my boys from Sacramento, Abhorrency, with their album Climax of Disgusting Impurities. These guys, I've been following them ever since I moved to Sacramento back in the day. Of course, now I live in Oregon, but when I moved to Sacramento, two of the members of this band were in a band called Killgasm, who was one of the first, actually, I think they were the first local band I saw live when I moved to Sacramento. Then they moved on to another band called Defecrator, who were freaking awesome. And this now here is their latest project. It just came out this year on Goat Throne Records. And if you like just gnarly, filthy, disgusting black death metal in the style of bands like Archgoat, Beherit, Blasphemy, this is going to be right up your alley. This might be the best thing these guys have done. It's a tough call between this album and Defecrator's debut album. Which one is better? I go back and forth on that all the time. But this is definitely one of the best albums of 2022 as far as any style of metal goes, and it's well worth checking out. If you haven't heard these guys yet, they are on the rise. This is Abhorrency, Climax of Disgusting Impurities. Up next, Organ Failure, Neurologic Determination of Death. This is a short, sweet little gore grind album. I got a hold of this when Headsplit Records sent me a bunch of stuff to review. Be sure to check out my full review of this album. If you like filthy, bulldozing gore grind that's got a nice mix of fast parts and groove, this will be right up your alley. This was one of my favorite gore grind albums of the year, and I did sample quite a bit of gore grind this year. Again, this is Organ Failure, Neurologic Determination of Death. This was out on Headsplit Records, and Headsplit Records, let me tell you, is an awesome label. As you know, I'm in the midst of a series because they sent me a ton of stuff to review, so be sure to check that series out in the new year as it continues. I've already reviewed this album from Organ Failure, and then I also reviewed Gestation's demo. So be sure to go check out those reviews and check out Headsplit Records. Definitely check out Organ Failure. My love for the Midwest continues. We've got Jungle Rot, A Call to Arms, bludgeoning caveman death metal, and no band, in my opinion, does that style better than Jungle Rot. These guys have been doing it forever and doing it better than just about anybody else. They continue to do so. This is one of the sickest albums they've done in quite some time. Like I said, it's brutal, it's catchy, it's heavy, it's short and sweet. I think it runs about 30 or 33 minutes, something like that. It doesn't get any better than Jungle Rot when it comes to bludgeoning caveman riff death metal. So definitely check this out. If you haven't checked in with Jungle Rot in a while, now's the time. Now, I don't do album of the year, but if I were to do album of the year, this one would probably take the cake. This is Cult of Luna, The Long Road North. It came out on Metal Blade this year. I'm not the biggest post-metal fan these days, I gotta be honest with you. I definitely went through a phase where I was all about that shit, but I don't know, it just kind of got a little too pretentious for me, I guess, in a lot of cases, but I've always, stuck with Cult of Luna. I like them much better than just about any, I do like them better than just about any post-metal band I've ever heard. These guys hail from Sweden. They were on Earache Records for quite a while, but now they are on Metal Blade. If it's not their best album yet, it's damn well up there. It's heavy, it's cinematic, it's beautiful, it's crushing. So many different emotions that you run through as you listen to this thing. It's one of those albums that really kind of sucks you into its world that it's creating. And it's just a beautiful fucking album, but it's also heavy as hell and will crush your skull. It's just excellent mix of atmosphere and heaviness. It doesn't get any better than this as far as post-metal goes. Once again, that's Cult of Luna, The Long Road North. Well, guys, that wraps it up for this episode of Oodles of Brutals. But be sure to check in for the next episode, which will be coming shortly. I'll count down the next 4 albums in my year-end top metal albums of 2022. So stay tuned. Here's to you. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys.